Welcome to Hello Monday, where Rachel talks all things ballet and fitness, sharing strategies and techniques to help you start, grow, and create a thriving business using your passion for ballet and fitness. And here's your host, Rachel Withers.
Hi there, and welcome to another Hello Monday, where we talk about everything that is ballet and fitness. So welcome to you all, and happy International Women's Day as well. So I hope you've all had an absolutely amazing day. And tonight I'm going to be chatting with two of the most important people, ladies in really our business at the moment, which is Kate and Sarah. They'll be joining me tonight to really celebrate International Women's Day. What I'm going to talk about first of all is I am going to be talking about why it's important to make and how you can make wiser decisions when you have emotional detachment, because I said I was going to talk about it, so I'm going to talk about it, but I also really want to celebrate International Women's Day and really share it with Kate and Sarah, who I couldn't do any of what I do without them. So first of all, I'm going to say hello to everybody who's joining us tonight. So hello to Steph, great to have you here, Steph. And hi, Kelly, great to have you on. Somebody who's through StreamYard, hello, hi, can't see your name. Oh, thank you, oh, brilliant. Great, as always, to have you here. And please tell me, I think what would be really nice to know tonight is which ladies, which women are your inspiration? Who has really inspired you to do what you do? Is there anything you want to share with your kind of experience on how that we can really support one another as women? So it'd be great to tell me who inspires you, which women inspire you, and what also kind of the ways that you feel we can really support one another as women in the home, just as friends, as sisters, as mums, and in business as well. So it'd be really great to hear your thoughts tonight with International Women's Day. So hi Alison, great to have you here. Yeah, thanks, Steph. Kate and Sarah are truly amazing, incredible women. And Deborah, great to have you on here tonight as well. And yeah, thank you. It's a great International Women's Day. So what I'm going to do first of all is I am going to talk about what I said I would talk about, which was really why it's and how we can make. I'm sorry, I think my lighting's a little dark tonight. I'm really sorry about that. But why we can really, and why making decisions with emotional detachment will help you make wiser decisions. And that's what I'm going to talk about first of all tonight a little bit before I introduce and share the live stream with Kate and Sarah. So I think, as you're probably aware and know, that we make several thousand decisions a day, and that's from what we eat to where we shop, when we what shopping online now, and what to post online, and whom you spend time with, and all of those things, the choices that we make from the moment that we make several thousand decisions a day. And this is why sometimes we can find it really difficult to make the right decision, because we're making so many decisions all of the time, and there's so many options that it can actually seem quite scary. And we can really feel that we could make the wrong choices. So I'm going to talk about emotional detachment can really help you make wiser choices and wiser decisions. And hi Rosa, great to have you here tonight. And Rosa, I've got you inspire us, you all inspire me, so thank you for that. It's great to have you here. Please keep the comments in. Please tell me who inspires you. Always lovely to have you all on. So I'm going to just share with you about the two systems in the brain. And the psychologist Daniel Kahneman, he sort of really explains how the two systems in the brain really work. And the first system is in charge of quick automatic responses. For instance, say you're asked to complete a phrase like the phrase, like a hot knife through, and I think we all know the answer to that, through butter. And it probably didn't really take you that much time to think about that answer, the butter. And that's system number one at work. That's the first kind of way that our brain is working. And on the other hand, the second system is really accountable for solving more complex problems, such as advanced mathematical formulas. I don't know whether mine quite works on that one at all, but and I don't even know whether mine works on this one either, how to parallel park. So I don't know whether I've got the second system. No, but seriously, the second system is really about solving problems, complex problems. And so we've got the first system that's really thinking about quick automatic responses, and then we've got the second system that's really thinking about more complex problems. And well, every time that we need to make a decision, the systems 1 and 2 interplay, so we can really seamlessly do the tasks with minimal effort, except parallel parking. I don't know whether I'll ever conquer parallel parking. If anybody else has difficulty with parallel parking, please pop it in the comments box. I would love to know, because it doesn't matter. I don't know whether it's because I'm short and I can't see properly. Well, I just can't quite do that parallel parking. So if anybody else has issues with parallel parking, let me know. Kelly's saying yes, she does. Thank you for sharing that with me, Kelly. It's good to know it's just not me that's got an issue with parallel parking. So as I'm saying, the systems 1 and 2, and yeah, you can never do it. Thank you, my mother. And Rosa's saying on inspiration, your mother was a professional ballerina and inspires you. Absolutely. Deborah, you can parallel park just on the left side. Yeah, because everywhere isn't that busy anymore and going, I can't remember. But I do have one way that I can do better than the other. Yeah, but parallel parking. So as I'm saying, there's two systems 1 and 2 come into play, and really these really help us make decisions really with minimal effort. However, we tend to choose kind of more poorly when our mental energy or our focus is compromised. And this is usually when we feel burned out from a job, so we've had a lack of sleep, or actually we're overthinking something. We usually choose more, our decisions aren't as wise. We choose more poorly when we're kind of compromised in our energy levels from our jobs, lack of sleep, overthinking. And sometimes then we can actually say things we regret in the heat of the moment, or we can disappoint ourselves for choosing really kind of not the right decision, a poor alternative. So what I'm really kind of going into here is that by controlling your emotions, looking after yourself, and this is where I'm going to bring in self-care and really looking after yourself and celebrating women and really investing you time, me time, can really help you make better decisions. Because if you're feeling your energy levels are at the right levels, you're going to be able to actually control your emotions more, which is really going to help you make better decisions. And Alison says, I've never mastered driving, never mind parallel parking. Oh, thank you, Alison, for sharing that. That's great. Yeah. So thank you for sharing that. So now that we understand how we make decisions, the next question becomes, can we make better ones, even though we're actually kind of sometimes riled by our emotions? Is there a single right way to making a better decision in life and in work? What is the role of emotions in decision making? Can we really control how we feel in order to obtain the desired results? Given practice and patience, I believe the answer is yes. I do think it's possible. If you're agreeing with me on this, please pop a yes in the comments box. Let me know. Do you think that we can, through really having the right energy levels and really having, kind of that stepping back, that we can really, with practice and patience, have a better ability to make the right decisions? Do you agree? Do you think it's possible? Please share that. I would love to know your thoughts on that. So I think we can, and I do. It is hard to really set your emotions aside when you are faced with difficult decisions. And this is actually quite problematic, since our emotions often cause us to make the wrong decisions in important areas of our life, it can be including our relationships, can be including our finances, and it can also include our health. We all know really that our emotions affect our decisions. And in fact, scientists have found that without emotions, we become completely ineffective at making decisions. So there's a real balance here. And recent research shows emotional intelligence, and this is the thing, emotional intelligence is one of the strongest predictors of success. And the biggest problems arise when decisions making and emotions collide. When it comes to decision making, a little emotion is good, even if the emotions seem inherently unpleasant or unproductive. Feeling a little fear, sadness, or irritation can help to really spark motivation or broaden the search for alternatives. But it's having that right balance here, because on the flip side, a little too much emotion is generally quite bad, because even if the emotions can seem really pleasant and productive, it's really having that right balance here. And Steph's agreeing with me here, and Deborah saying yes, certainly with a calmer mind we can look more objectively. Absolutely. And Steph saying the brain is a muscle, and as like with other muscles, you can train it to do what you want to do. Completely agree with you there, Steph. Absolutely. And this is what we're talking about. It's really about training to have the right patience and really detach and have the right emotional balance, so that you can make better choices, so that you can have the success and achieve the goals that you want, because you're stepping back from your emotions, so that you can really get that success that you want. And in general, most people find that setting really their emotions aside can be rather difficult when it comes to make a decision. However, by using some of the simple sort of self-distancing techniques that I'm actually going to share with you right now, you can significantly reduce the impact these emotions can have. And in a way, it really will help you make better decisions. And the reason why I wanted to do this on this live stream tonight is because I wanted to really help you understand that decision making is also a very important factor when it comes to your goal setting, when it comes to where really making the choices to get to where you want to be, to really be on that path and direction, so that you achieve what you want to do from your fitness business. And it's about looking objectively at where you're going to go, thinking about what skills you need, thinking about, are you going to invest some more money into your business, and looking at that. You might have quite a lot of fear of investing more money into the business, but if you set that emotion aside and you think about it from a more objective approach, thinking, well, if I invest that into the business, I'm going to get more of a return later, and really analyzing it in that way. And that's why I really think it's important to understand that you will have emotions when it comes to making decisions, but it's about having that balance there and not letting the emotions take over, not letting fear take over and stop you from doing what you want to do. High emotions really do lead to poor decisions, and negative emotions can they can be really quite uncomfortable. So therefore, emotional detachment can really be an effective way to approach life. And it isn't the same thing as being emotionless. It's more of emotional control, and that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about emotional control. And I've got here, thank you for the reminder. Oh, thank you for saying that. I'm sorry, I can't see your name. But yeah, absolutely. So think of it more as emotional control. So what I'd like you to do here is I'd like to kind of just consider this, just think about this a little bit. It's absolutely wonderful if you've got a partner. It's wonderful to love your partner, but it wouldn't be healthy, would it, to be so obsessed with them that you can't manage or handle the rest of your life. So a lot of some people experience that they become so obsessed in that emotion that they can't handle the rest of their life. So it's something to think about there. I'm using that as kind of something to consider, something to think about as an example. Or it's all, for example, it's reasonable to be stressed at work, but it's also counterproductive to be so stressed that you can't sleep at night. So you can see how too much emotion can really blind us to flaws and really can create obstacles and cause us to make poor decisions. So I hope that kind of gives you something to think about here. And emotional detachment really has several advantages. It helps us make wise decisions. Being in a highly emotional state greatly compromises your ability to make good decisions. Wise decisions are based on logic and your values. And we talked about values in the last live stream. So really, if you want to look at that, really thinking about your conscience and your values and how your business should align with your values. And this is why I'm talking about making what decisions based on logic as well. It all has to be on your logic, your values, your goals, and to a certain extent your gut. But you've really got to, we tend to ignore all those factors when we're in a state of emotion. Good decisions do really require a cool head. And also we need less stress. Allowing and maintaining a state of emotional really being in a heightened emotional state is really quite stressful. And it's really uncomfortable for your mind and your body. The stress hormones that are released kind of during stress are really hard on your body. If you're emotionally detached, you're going to be far more relaxed. And also another thing here is have less anger. Emotional detachment really results in less anger too. In fact, it leads to fewer negative feelings and emotions overall, because sometimes we can get so frustrated and so angry with something. Just step back and it really can lead to having fewer negative emotions. And also, you'll care less of what people think about you if you have that emotional kind of detachment. If you're emotionally detached from the opinions of others, you won't care what other people think about you. And most people, we really can become quite concerned with the opinions of others. And this really can greatly limit our success and the decisions that we make, because we're making them on thinking about what other people think of us rather than what we want to do and rather than what's right for us. And also, as I sort of touched upon, you're going to feel far less fear when you really have that emotional detachment. And less fear truly results in more action. You'll accomplish more with less emotional fuss. So these are things that I really want you to think about. So I'm just going to share with you before I ask Kate and Sarah to join me, just some real techniques that you can use to develop the skill of emotional detachment. So now you know that how emotional detachment can benefit you. Let's just go on to the skills and strategies that you can use to really develop this. So first thing is notice your emotions as they arise. There's no there's no easy way and good way to really turn yourself suddenly into kind of being an emotionally detached person. It is a process. And the first step is to notice your emotions right away when they start to begin. Start to notice your emotions and separate them from your ego. Separate your ego really from your reality. So really kind of negative emotions can sometimes quite simply be your ego talking. So really think about that and separate that. Because suppose, for example, someone criticized your business plan. Even if the criticism is valid, sometimes we can get upset with that, and there's absolutely no reason to be upset. Just improve your business plan because it's all productive. So step back from your ego, take productive criticism, and you're going to find that is really going to help you too. And as I say, using logic, really use logic and really think about everything from a very strategic point of view. And then the next thing to do is really think that if it makes sense, if something makes sense, then it's going to work for you. So step back from that emotions, have your logic, plan out, map out, and then you can start to really structure the best way forward for yourself. And logic really is devoid of emotion. So really think about that and just really develop the skills of dissipating emotions. There are many ways to really ease your emotions. You can meditate, you can focus on being mindful of your surroundings, you can simply give yourself enough time that the emotion passes before you respond. Actually, I'm going to use the word before you react to something. We tend to react to things because we are reacting from emotion. I want you to think about responding. Step back, let the emotion pass, and then respond. Respond to situations, respond to making decisions rather than reacting. And that way, it is really going to help you make better choices because we really make poor decisions in times of strong emotion. It's just how our brain is wired. So logic completely goes out the window, and we're either making a decision because we're feeling really good or really bad. So I hope that's helped you really kind of understand that emotional detachment provides the best foundation for making wise decisions. So when you need to make a decision, separate your emotions from the situation and rely on your intellect. I'm not saying you have to kind of think like a robot here. It means that you aren't controlled though by your emotional states. And when you start to do that, you'll find it is so much easier to make smart decisions in less time with far less stress. So I hope that has helped you. And Rose is saying she likes that. She likes to stay away from negative feelings, stress and anger. And she loves to take walks and dance. And it really helps to maintain a positive mind. And then it really helps you to be in the moment. Absolutely, Rosa. So I hope, please let me know if that has helped you. Really think about, as I said in my previous live stream, it was really about thinking about your values, how you want your business to be, who you want to serve, how you want to serve people. This is about then coming from making your decisions from a less emotional state so that you can really structure and plan everything with logic. And I think for most of us, it's really that emotion of fear that we tend to have, and we don't really move forward with that sometimes, and we don't invest in ourselves because we have the emotion of fear. So I hope that's helped you. I hope, let me know, put some comments in the comments box. It would be lovely to really for you to share that with me and let me know. And what I'm going to do now, because as I say, I'm glad it really helped you today. Thank you, Alison, as well for sharing that. That it's all good advice. Thank you. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to welcome Kate and Sarah onto the live stream, just because I really wanted to truly thank them for everything that they do with Ballet Be Fit, and how that we're we're a team, we support one another, and we support you as the Ballet Be Fit family. And I just really wanted to celebrate International Women's Day, and I wanted to share it with two ladies that are exceptionally important to me. So I'm going to invite them both onto the live stream now. Hi guys, great to have you. Hi. So I'm just going to change my camera so that I'm not looking, just bear with me, at you from a different angle. That's better. So great to have you both here. Thank you for joining me tonight, and you're both looking absolutely fabulous as always. So what I'd like to ask you, and I'll start with yourself, Sarah, kind of who has really inspired you to do what you do, a woman that's really inspired you?
I was thinking about this today, and I was thinking of famous people and people I've worked with and teachers and all this, that and the other. But I think the most important and inspiring, I'd have to say, is when I thought about it, which sounds really bad that I didn't think of it until I was really thinking about it, but my mum. Yeah, because she didn't have the easiest of childhood. She didn't have a particularly great marriage, not a particularly great education, and she worked really hard and ended up with a really successful career, but always still had time. I've got two other sisters, so she was bringing up 3 children on her own and working, and she never complained. She always had time for us, and even now she's just so selfless. You know, she's like one of those people that would take the shirt off her back if it meant that it helped you. And we're in the process of moving house at the minute, and she's doing all the rubbish jobs like cleaning the oven, ironing curtains, and I'm just like but yeah, and she never complains, and she's just always really helpful, and you know, just always there. So I think I'd have to say her, and she's never sort of bitter about things that have happened in the past. She's always positive, and yeah, I have to say my mum.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's amazing. And I think I was thinking about, well, I was talking about it earlier today. You know, we talk about women that have inspired us, and I think I mentioned my mum too. And for me, I mentioned my mum because as the whole ethos of Ballet Be Fit is really to pursue your passion and do what you love, and it's really important to do that. I was so lucky that my mum, and I will say my dad as well because I have to, but my mum, she really enabled me to realise that you don't have to, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going down the traditional route of everything, but she really said, no, if ballet is what you want to do, we're going to support you in that. If you don't want to have that traditional education and you want to do that, then we'll support you. And that for me was my first lesson in really learning that it's important to follow your dreams and do something that you love to really feel truly fulfilled, I think, in life. So yeah, I completely, it sets your mums set you up, don't they? You know, they can really set you up with kind of who you are, and it's wonderful when there's such inspirations. Kate, I'll pass to you with
I was going to say exactly the same thing. It's just one of those things, isn't it? We all look up to our mum, and my mum's got a really, really successful virtual PA business, and she's such a strong woman. She's helped me. Like, if I need anything at all, I know that's the woman I go to. She's such an inspiration, and I'll always look up to her.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it is, isn't it? It's really when you've got that. It for me as a mum and yourself, you know, it really kind of makes you think you want to do the same for your children. You want to give them that support and nurture them so that they really can pursue and do what they, what they love doing too. And Steph's just put, she loves your wallpaper, Sarah. I just read that.
Thanks.
Thanks for that, Steph. Yeah, and so, somebody's just, obviously I can't see the name again, has just said definitely in terms of inspiration. I mean, I think there are so many incredible women, but I think our mums don't often get the recognition that, you know, that they deserve, really, in all the support that they've done for us, and how inspiring they are, and how it sets you up for kind of a mum, doing what you do with your business, career, everything. I think, you know, for me, yeah, I think it's a massive shout out to mums, and I'm sure many of you ladies that are listening will agree with us there. So let's have a shout out for mums. Put big yeses in there for everybody's mum that's done so much for them throughout the years to get them where they are and support them in following their dreams. So I'd love to see that. So Deborah saying mums are powerhouses. They absolutely are, Deborah. I couldn't agree. I couldn't agree more. So we're talking about, like, Kelly's agreeing as well. We're talking, you know, I want to celebrate International Women's Day, and I think it's really about, I think one of the most important things is other women supporting other women to really grow and develop. And I think the best thing that we can possibly do for one another is really, as women, is really have that support, that community, which I hope we have. I know we have in Bally Fit. Hi, Nicola, great to have you here. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, normally I can see your name, but great that you're here, Nicola. Thanks for being here. But it is, isn't it? I think one of the most important things is that as women, we support each other to grow, and really, so that we can really help each other follow what we want to do and be the best versions of ourselves. What, Sarah, would you say is something that you do to kind of invest in the me time, so that you can kind of clear your head, make sure that you can be the best version of yourself? What do you do? Give me a kind of a tip.
I'm not always the best. Going back to the mum thing, I know a lot of other people, you have that mum guilt where, oh, should I be doing more homework with them, or should I be doing this? And you feel a bit selfish sometimes having that time to yourself. So I'm not always the best, but my favourite is a nice bath, ridiculously hot, so it's almost painful to get into. Just in case any kids come in, no, sorry, you can't get in, it's dangerous, it's too hot. But yeah, I love it. Ridiculously hot, maybe some bubbles, candles, some nice smellies, maybe a glass of wine now and again. Sometimes music, sometimes just total peace and quiet, just to really just sit and relax and just have a bit of calm. I have a back injury, and sometimes if I have been racing around and not looking after myself so good, it just gets really, really tense and really painful. So I find that it helps just sort of reset everything, de-stress, relax my muscles a bit. So yeah, definitely a bath. And I'm a bit of a list maker, a to-do list, and then even if I've done something, or if I forget to put it on my list and I've done it, I have to put it on the list so I can just tick it off and feel good that it's gone. But yeah, I've got this book that's kind of like my Bible of what's to do, what I want to do in the next year, what order I want to do that in, any sort of obstacles that may be in the way. So yeah, I'd say they're my two top tips for just keeping me mellow, I suppose, and on the right track with things.
Yeah, no, can't beat a good bath. Definitely, and my children are too obviously are quite old now, but I wish I'd have known the tip of having my water a bit too hot to say, I'm sorry, no, it's a bit dangerous. You can't come knocking on that little door and creeping round. Gosh. Missed out there. I've learned something.
They still try. I have had it on occasion where they've said, "Oh, it'll be fine," and they're like, "Oh," and I go, "You see, I told you," and then they're straight back out again.
No. Okay, what's your kind of thing that you do to kind of have me time and look at, what would you recommend some our ladies to do?
For me, I'm an ex-beauty therapist, so I'm a bit of a skincare junkie. So there's nothing better for me than giving myself a full facial, having a bath, doing my nails, and just giving myself a bit of a pamper. I'm also kind of similar to Sarah. I'm very, very organized. So I have my little book where I have all my goals and list of things I want to do. So I have like little spider diagrams and things like that. It just helps keep me focused. So I've got it kind of like split into 3 different areas. I have self-improvement, business goals, and then home improvements as well that I want to tick off the list. I think that's really, really helpful for me. It really helps me to kind of like focus what I'm doing and really switch off.
That's great, and I really like that. I think it's really clever that you no, and I think it's incredible that you've kind of separated into the different areas of your life that you want to work on, because we quite often just sort of put it all into this kind of one thing, but actually putting it into the different sections, I think really helps to kind of get you there quicker, because you've got that focus and you can prioritize which area of your life you want to work on first. Really, I know I need to now work on home improvements quite a bit because I haven't done any for a while, so I need to do that. But it is that kind of thing, isn't it? It's like we work on ourselves, then we have our career goals, we have our home personal relationship goals, and then I think the home improvements are surrounding, because it is important to have the surrounding that you want, that you desire, because we're not comfortable if our surroundings aren't great. I know for myself, if my kind of I let things go a little bit when I sit down and I'm having that quiet me time, if my room isn't kind of quite how it should be, it's like, oh, I don't feel kind of as good. So absolutely. Steph is saying, very impressive, Kate. She's very impressed. Kelly's also saying she loves the different sections of the book. Deborah's saying she loves it. Nicola is agreeing she loves that. And Donna Marie's saying she loves a bath. Water is instant therapy. I also like to paint to escape stress for a bit. I would love to be able to escape stress with painting, Donna Marie, but I actually think I'd be more stressed with with painting. I'm not the best, but no, I think these are all the techniques. It's just so nice to do that. But I think, I don't know whether you're like me, we should really make an appointment with ourselves to make sure that we do that, because sometimes we get a bit sort of busy with everything and we kind of let it go. I don't know whether you'd agree with me there, Sarah.
Yeah, it's funny because I have been trying to think, right, on a Tuesday I do this and on a Thursday, because otherwise I do find that sort of everybody else always comes first. Like my husband works away a lot, and sometimes it's, oh, I'm not here tomorrow, and then it's just, that's it. I have to then, kind of, oh, okay, I've got to do this now. Or if the kids come home, always last minute, like, oh, it's World Book Day. Oh, okay, what do we need? Oh, just, because I've got twins. Oh, just 2 fancy dress costumes and 2 books. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that's my plan's gone tonight, because now I've got to Google how to make a Mr. Man outfit, or, whatever. So I have been trying, again, I don't know if it is selfish or if it's just firm to say, no, it's Tuesday night, or whenever it is, that's that slot is my time and I'm not available. Because I do it sometimes with work, if I'm on a Zoom and then I go, oh, it ran over, it so didn't, I just wanted to sit there for 10 minutes longer.
It isn't selfish. It really isn't selfish, because if we don't look after ourselves, we're actually not going to really be able to look after the kids, or have that decent conversation, have a nice conversation with your husband or your partner, because what happens is you end up snappy, irritable, not in the best of moods, because you haven't had that downtime, that time to kind of get your get your kind of all that's been going on, get yourself together. And you can't serve people when you don't actually have any. We all need that looking after ourselves, that space. So it's definitely not selfish, not at all. Deborah is saying, Deborah loves nothing more than stripping the bed, cleaning down the bedroom, and putting lovely, fresh bed linen on the bed. Isn't that just heaven when you've got that? And then you can snuggle it and it just smells so incredible. So I think all three of us are with you there on that one, Deborah.
Absolutely.
Nicola's saying, I like face masks, foot soaks, and a nice cuppa. Can't beat a good cup of tea. Now, Nicola, I'm going to ask you a question. What is your favourite? I just have to have Yorkshire tea. What kind of tea do you like? And this is a question now I'm going to put. We've done parallel parking tonight. This is another question. What is your favourite tea? Mine's a nice Yorkshire tea. So anybody tell me what is their favourite tea? Steph is saying it's really hard to do, but the first few weeks you have a guilt trip. She's on about not investing in you. And then over time, it really benefits. There's real benefits with me time, and that outweighs the guilt trip, and you're able to show up way better. Absolutely, Steph. And then Nicola's saying she likes to read a good book for hours. So nice to escape. Absolutely, Nicola. So, Kate, is there anything else that... Oh, Kelly's agreeing with me on Yorkshire tea. Yeah.
I'm a Yorkshire tea fan. Are
you? So many people that, when I speak to her, I always ask this question: what's your favourite? I'm bonkers. What is your favourite tea? Because I can't have anything other than Yorkshire tea. Just an ordinary breakfast tea. I thought you were going to ask favourite biscuit. Oh, now we can do favourite biscuits as well. And I think we'll have that. We'll do a favourite biscuit one evening, Nicola. What is your favourite biscuit? You can share with that tonight. Donna Marie was saying, I was a complete tea bag, but since pregnant, I can't drink it. Oh, you can't. Oh, I don't know what I'd do if I couldn't drink tea. That's completely sad, that, Donna Marie, I have to say. And Deborah is saying Nicola's Irish, so it's going to be a Barry's or a Lions, fellow Irish. All right, okay, Deborah. No, it's Tesco's. Somebody's saying it's good. So we've got the tea conversation going. So is there anything else you'd like to kind of share, Kate, that to do with investing in yourself? Is there anything else that you kind of like to do?
Well, recently, with the whole lockdown situation, I have put a little bit of weight on recently. So I'm now kind of weighing my food, really restricting what I eat, because my problem was portion control. I love food. So I'm kind of really cutting down on that at the moment, and I'm exercising, trying to every day, but I've just started, so I'm really sore. So sometimes it's every other day. But I'm just trying to kind of improve how I feel about confidence as well, because since I put on a little bit of weight, my confidence has gone down a little bit. So I'm really trying to bring that back up.
Yeah, and it's like, I think we all feel that, don't we? We just don't feel quite the same. And I think it's that as well. We've just not had social interaction either, have we? And I think we're just so, and this is, I think, what I'm sort of saying, we kind of, the emotions of feeling isolated, and it just make you lose that confidence, and we're not able to talk with other people quite in the same way. And I think doing the exercise and everything, for me, you're an absolutely beautiful lady, both inside and out. And I do know I'm going to be needing some makeup tips when we get out of lockdown, because I think I've forgotten how to put makeup to be quite honest. So yeah, I think my tip would be, and I think this is my biggest tip, is that we should always celebrate. Well, I've got two actually. We should always celebrate a win. We really should celebrate everything that is good. Have gratitude for the things that are really good. But also, for me, it is really about valuing connections, and it really is about valuing valuing like kind of social connections right now. We are fortunate that we've got Zoom. We are fortunate that we can do the live streams that we're doing. And I think as humans, obviously, we naturally need social connection. And I think with lockdown, it has been so incredibly hard for us to have that interaction. And for me, having social connections is absolutely paramount to our well-being. And that's why I truly love what we do at Ballet Be Fit, because it's not just about teaching our instructors to have that ballet fitness technique so they can do the classes. We are a family, we are a community. It is all about social connection and interaction. And for me, the reason why you two are, I think, the most incredible people to work with is the fact that the way that you communicate and connect with our instructors, our ladies, is truly incredible. And I know that every single person, every single lady and gentleman that takes on Ballet Be Fit just says how amazing you two are. So I would like everybody that's on the live stream tonight to really thank Kate and Sarah, and I'm sure, and send a massive yes and a woohoo for the fact that they are just so incredible in their care, their delivery of what they do, and the fact that it isn't a job. It's actually really us all being together to grow something that's really important in terms of helping people look after the health, look after the well-being. And I couldn't do it without you. So I just want to say an absolutely massive thank you. And we're getting thank yous.
Aww.
I feel so lucky to have found you all. Donna Marie, another thank you from Nicola. Kelly is saying thank you, Sarah and Kay. Alison saying that's one of the reasons why these Monday evening sessions are so good, as we get to interact. Thank you, Nicola. Thank you, Kate and Sarah. Amazing ladies, all of you. Thank you, Deborah. You two are truly amazing. I am so lucky to have you both in the business. Thank you ever so much. And I really wanted, out of Women's International Day, I wanted to celebrate you two. So that's kind of me really kind of done on everything. So I want to kind of finish on Hello Monday tonight, really on that. So I've just got one more. Very much enjoyed my first Zoom with Sarah and looking forward to more learning when the time is right for me. Thank you, Sarah, and thank you all. I'm not sure who sent that through because there's no name. Steph is saying, thank you, Kate and Sarah and Rachel. The three of you are incredible. Thank you, Steph. So kind. So we're going to finish in a minute. Hello Monday. I'd just like to say a massive thank you for you all being here. Look after yourselves. You are all truly incredible. Let's really support other women with their fitness, with their health. Let's make Ballet Be Fit something really special for everybody, which you are doing. We're a family, we're a community. I will be here next week to talk another topic about ballet and fitness. I will be sending an email out about the course that I did mention, really about helping you with all your social media and your marketing and your strategies. That will be going out in the next few days. Kate and Sarah will keep you posted on everything. Look after yourselves. This will be going up on the YouTube channel, Ballet Be Fit. Have a great week. Take care, everybody. Look after yourselves. So I'm going to say bye to everybody. Thank you. I'm going to remove you from the screen now.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
you. Bye. So thank you absolutely everybody for being here tonight. And I will see you next week for another Hello Monday. Take care. Have an amazing week. You're all truly incredible. Look after yourselves.
Thanks for tuning in to Hello Monday. Be sure to visit the Ballet Fitness Room to join the conversation, access the show notes, and discover our fantastic bonus content. Join us next time for more tips and techniques. Bye for now.